What up? This is Rama Screen, and in anticipation of Queen of Spades arriving in select theaters June 11 and on demand June 15 and on Blu-ray June 29, I'm here talking with the star of this new film, Ava Preston. How are you, Ava?
Hello, I'm great. So nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you as well. How's the weather up there in Canada right now?
It was just raining all day and now it's sunny.
I love Canada. I always go there for
Yeah.
Toronto Festival. It's so much
Oh
fun.
yeah? That's
Yeah.
great.
So Ava, Christmas in Montana, Rain, The Kennedys, even Shazam. You've done some several interesting roles over the years. They are a far cry from Queen of Spades, obviously. What's it like for you to be doing this horror movie? I know you've done horror before, correct?
Yes. Well, I've done three different horror films,
Mm.
all in the last kind of 3 to 4 years. And my family loves to call me like a mini scream queen because I'm doing all of these different horror films. And I've said this previously, but I am the biggest scaredy cat. So I never watch horror movies. I'm scared of horror movies, but yet I act in them very frequently. So it's quite ironic for sure.
But do you watch the horror movies that you star in?
I do.
Okay.
I do because I'm not scared because I'm like, oh, it's me. I'm not scared of me.
um, you mentioned Scream Queen. I want to ask you about that because you did a lot of screaming in this film. Did you ever lose your voice during the production and had to rest to regain it? I mean, it seemed like you gave it all for those screams. Did it get physically draining?
Oh my goodness. Yes. I I would scream for, hours on end, but I would do it because, it just like fit very well with the scene. And I'm like, they're like, do you want to take a break? Like, do you want to go and sit down, have some water? I'm like, nope, we got to do it again. Let's do it again. I got it all. And, like at the end of the day, it was like, I am so tired. But it's a great feeling to feel like that at the end of the day. You're like, wow, okay, I just did that. We're all good. My voice is a little raspy, but I think that's a good sign. I'm quite loud.
You did so well on it. Now, your character Anna, she strikes me as someone who's reserved and follows the rules kind of person, but at
Yeah.
the same time, she can also be gullible. I mean, if my friends told me, "Hey, we should go play Ouija board," I'd say, "Hell no! I don't care if it's real or not. I don't
Yeah.
be messing with that." But
I
how
know.
would you describe Anna? How would you describe her? What do you think makes Anna thick? Tick. I'm sorry. And what was your process of inhabiting Anna?
Yeah, so when I first read the script, I thought Anna was a, like you said, very kind of reserved character.
Hmm.
And she's going through the motions of maturing. And, her mom is working a lot and she's kind of left to do things on her own. She's hanging out with the older kids in her building. She wants to seem cool, but at the same time, she wants to do the right thing. So she's like, "Oh, should I do this crazy thing or should I go home?" Like she's questioning that a lot. Obviously, it didn't really like work out well in her favor, but yeah, she's just kind of figuring herself out basically, I think.
Yeah, and in addition to screaming, you also got tied to the bed for
Mhm.
that possession, and it was so impressive. I mean, did you do your own most of your stunts and the physical stuff, or and did you have to watch The Exorcist to kind of prep yourself for that scene?
Yeah, well, we actually had a stunt coordinator help
Ah,
for some of the scenes. So Jamie Block and I had a scene where we had to fight.
yeah.
So we worked with a stunt coordinator for about an hour and a bit, trying to really perfect the moves so I wouldn't actually hurt her. So that was pretty fun. I've never actually worked with like a stunt coordinator before, so it was pretty awesome. I I I got quite into the role like very quickly because I'm like, this is something that I can really just give my all for. Like, I don't have to hold back for this. Like, I could scream as loud as I possibly can. I could curve my body. I could change myself completely. So I think that's what really inspired me was just that freedom that I could really just do whatever I wanted to make that possession so clear on screen.
And you mentioned Jamie and also Eric and Nabil. You
Yes.
guys got to do some pretty intense scenes together or on separate scenes. So prior to filming, did you get to bond in order to create that friendship dynamic, or is it like off the ground running that you guys only met during the production sort of thing?
Honestly, this was such a coincidence. So Jamie and Eric were both on Degrassi, and I was also on Degrassi for the summer movie thing. So I shot for like 3 months at a time, and I remember briefly meeting Eric. He was probably my age, 17, 16, right? And I was maybe about 9 or 10. I was like, oh my goodness, like these teenagers are so cool. Like, oh my gosh, they just look like they're having so much fun. And it was such a coincidence that we all kind of met back to do Queen of Spades. And I remember I told Eric, I was like, yeah, I remember like seeing you guys. And I thought like it was the coolest thing. And he was like, that's so funny. Like, it's crazy. Such a small industry for sure.
Yep. And it's a small world. I'm glad you guys connected again. Now, what was your reaction when you first saw actress Krista Martian as the full Queen of Spades, full on with the
Yeah.
costume and the makeup? Did that spook you a bit? And how did that help you with your performance?
Wow. It was crazy because she was such a nice lady. She was just kind of like, hi, how are you? So great to meet you. Hope you're doing well. Like all of this like super nice, comments and things like that. And like she was dressed completely as the queen, something that I would be so terrified of, if I wasn't filming. Like I'd be like, I can't even look. But no, she was super nice and welcoming. I was scared of the queen, but not of the actress.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. So, Ava, finally, what's next on your horizon? Is there a season two of Grand Army? Has that show been
Mm.
renewed yet? Are you coming back for that?
Oh, so personally, I don't know right now.
Mm.
That would be super fun to go back for a season two. I really enjoyed watching the show just as like an audience member. I loved it. It was great. So fingers crossed for a season two. That would be amazing.
Awesome. And for my fans at home, everybody go check out Queen of Spades, arriving in
Thank
select theaters
you.
June 11, on demand June 15, and on Blu-ray June 29. Ava, thank you for talking to me and
Thank
congratulations.
you so very much. It was great to meet you.